Yes, so.
Alright,
Welcome back
to part 8 of the Ultimate Guide to Dark Souls. So here we are on our way to Sens Fortress. Shut the door.
Yeah, close the door.
And before we go, we want to attune our magic, just make sure we're all ready to go. And
this is, and then we're just gonna storm the gates.
so Sens Fortress bumps the difficulty up a little bit more since Blighttown. The Serpent guys are relatively difficult. Even for late game, their attacks are just a bit.
Yeah, you really want to have your backstabs down if you want to clear these guys up quickly. There are 2 of them.
Luckily though,
you can parry them if you're feeling a wee bit ballsy, by the way, but
they can be backstabbed really easily.
Advise against it. The backstab wasn't working there because, of course, we were on different levels.
So there's like a pad here, just behind us, which you
fires darts.
You clearly didn't even try to do it. I'm sure we'll show it in a second.
Probably. Maybe no, because I just go balls to the wall and going for the backstabs. It'll take about 2 backstabs with a +10 claymore, which is really simple. I think I'm going for it now.
Yeah, there. So there's a pressure pad that you want to avoid when you run in. It's a trap and it'll send arrows at you.
Yeah.
But you can lure the snake guys out into a line to follow you, press the pad, and then that'll shoot them with the darts.
3 darts will kill them.
Yeah, so I mean,
getting the backstabs and such.
A good way of just making it a little bit easier. So you can see these guys can take quite a bit of damage, but pyromancy does make them a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, you can use pyromancy on them, but there's more of them in here than you have pyromancy at this point.
Yeah, so just make good
the
use
best
of
of both, really. So the first soul packet in a rather convenient place.
Yep, and then we're off to the next area.
Yeah. Mute your Facebook, you prick.
Anyway, right, so
we drop down here because there is stuff down here. Well, we want to climb this ladder so we can get the soul packet that's hanging off the edge.
Yeah, not only that, you need to jump down there to come up to get to that area as well.
Yeah, and it's not, you're going to be using this ladder twice essentially, because you're going to be needing it to get out from the bottom after you pick up the scythe.
So here is something that a lot of guides miss out, and it is this hidden wall here, and this leads to
the roof.
One of the titanite chunks that we need.
Yeah, this leads up to the roof. In the cutscene after you ring Quailag's bell, you'll find you see the giant pull the chains and obviously lift the gates. So we're going to go up there and we're going to kill the giant as a reward.
Yep. This, like I said, this gives us one of the titanite chunks that we need for getting a lightning weapon before Ornstein and Smough. And
pyromancy helps a ton against this guy. It does loads of damage to him. He's got quite a bit of health. He's fairly chunky, and he does quite a big bit of damage.
Yeah, they do a decent amount.
Especially if they go into that frenzy. If they hit you a couple of times in that, if they hit you in this, then it's game over. We get lucky and they only hit us a couple of times, but
we're able to block it.
Yep, and we just combustion them from inside. And that's us get ourselves in our titanite chunk. So yeah, we're just gonna show you around here and just like straight across there. This is the entirety of Sens Fortress. That bridge that you've seen just up the top there is where you fight the boss, and that's over towards Andre, and there's the Gargoyle Tower. So yeah, lovely place for a picnic.
So the next place we're going to go to is to get the scythe, which is actually, we discovered on this playthrough, is a surprisingly good weapon.
Yeah, quite like the scythe. It's got the same moveset as the Gargoyle's Halberd, which is a pretty good moveset.
But it actually has slightly more damage, I think.
Yeah, it has slightly more damage in that it scales far better with dex.
Yeah.
Why is it I'm leaving here?
I think we go and heal up, just so we can get our pyromancy replenished, because we wasted a lot of it on the giant.
Huh. I thought that I just went straight ahead. Oh yeah, because we used all the fireballs, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I used 3 of the heals as well, so yeah.
Okay, so we're back up to full again, and we're going to continue on.
Yeah, I do die in here, unfortunately. I don't tend to die in Sens Fortress, but this was just one of these unlucky things. I think I get knocked off something. Yeah, the trap at the moment, for whatever reason, the trap was down so I couldn't even lure them into it.
Yeah, I don't know why that was.
Sometimes it does that, sometimes it doesn't reset, so as you can see there, look, no trap, nothing happened, so I just have to go balls to the wall and backstab them again. Far more successful this time, of course, because, you know, second time around it's always easier. This would be the first time I went through Sens Fortress in quite a while actually, so cleaning up the serpents, and then I think we get the Man Serpent Greatsword drop, do we not?
I don't know if we do, but yeah, that's something to mention, that these serpent guys do drop their sword, and it is one of the best strength weapons in the game. Yeah,
it's a very good strength weapon. It's a one-handed greatsword. It's got pretty good strength scale, and it's got a pretty nice move set, and it's got pretty good damage as well actually, so
it's just pretty good all round.
Definitely worth a try. So what we have here is just cleaning up this guy. You want to fight this guy under that bridge that's above you, because there is another one of them up behind you who will be throwing lightning at you.
So right now we want to jump down here to get the scythe. There's a platform down here which tends to go unnoticed.
Yeah.
That's how you get here. You
plunging attacks.
Yeah. That takes care of that guy ish. But then you can backstab these guys easy as well. Now, after you jump down here, it leads to the tar pit. So you
horrible place.
Yeah. So you want the
look at that.
What is it?
So pro.
Yeah, you want the rusted iron ring. We show you how to get that in the depths video. And
yeah.
It will also be in a later video as well. But yeah, when the rusted iron ring will allow you to walk in this tower with no.
Yeah, no issues at all, because it does slow you down quite a bit. You can roll in it, but it's always at the 50% roll.
Yeah, and also these Titanite demons are more powerful than the ones that you've faced before.
Yeah, the first so you just want to keep your shield up and try and grab everything, but there's a few times we've came down here and that demon hasn't aggroed at all, so...
Yeah, so there's a chance that might happen. This guy, definitely one time we came down here, he didn't aggro, so...
Yeah, this is the first time I've been down here and he has actually aggroed me, because I've only ever grabbed the Great Scythe during the clogging process for these guides. I never touched it previously. Yeah. So
we put the Rust Iron Ring on so we can just run around them. We thought that if we had the Ring of Fog on, it wouldn't aggro, but clearly...
Yeah, it did. So that was a bit of a mistake. Getting the Homeward Bones on, because we're just going to grab it, get some distance, and then Homeward Bone instantly so we can get the hell out. So Solar Break Warrior, and the Scythe is the one that is currently behind him, so he's not gonna give that one up without a fight.
Yeah, we really don't want to fight these guys when we're at this level down here. Anyway, that's us got the Scythe, and then we just.
So now we're just getting out. Yeah.
In fact, no, I think we just run. We don't use the Homeward Bone.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I do use the Homeward Bone.
Right, so there's a Titanite demon there. Also, to your left, from the perspective that we were at, is a gap in the wall,
yep,
which leads to another two Titanite demons
who are significantly stronger than the one who guards the Scythe, and there is no reason for you to go around there other than if you want Demon Titanite at this point, but you shouldn't need that till later on in the game anyway, when the respawning Titanite demon will be available to you.
Exactly, so really there's no issue, there's no point in going to fight them. Like,
yeah,
they're there if you want to, but just don't.
So at this point, we've Homeward Bone back and just taking a look through our inventory and see if there's anything we can use right now. We are on level 31 at this point, it's a good level to be for Sens Fortress.
We want, no, it's level 21.
Level 21? No, we're 31 here.
Yeah, it's level 31. What it is by the end of Sens Fortress we want to have 26 endurance, that's it.
Yeah, so by the end of Sens Fortress we're going to want to be around about level 40.
Yeah.
Close to level 40, because you want to hit level 40 before you take on Ornstein and Small. So
that's 45 for Ornstein and Small.
I've always done it at 40, never had a problem with it. So
well, I'm pretty sure whatever level we're at, it doesn't really matter, because we want to just get our stats to where we thought was good, and then But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now we can finally get on with moving up Sens Fortress. Now we've got the preliminary stuff, and it is fairly straightforward.
Yeah, so sprung the trap there, hit them both with a dart each, so they're both one backstab away from death, and I get both of them pretty cleanly.
They do have quite a large backstab window. definitely.
The claymore is very good for backstabs as well. But if you're using a halberd at this point, you may have a little bit more difficulty because the halberd is it's because its light moveset is a spear type. It's
So yeah,
very
we can
difficult.
see that our souls down there for some reason when we first came down here, but there, the gap in the wall over there to the right, there's like a pillar coming down with two gaps to the side. Through there is where the other two Titanite demons are.
So yeah,
If
we died
you so
here.
choose.
Well, we died here earlier on in the process. We get invaded, I think. So we just didn't bother showing that part. Now, that may have been me getting knocked off the platform, I can't remember. So yep, making use of the Claymore's poke. There goes the Man Serpent Sword, yes!
Nice.
We did get it. So yeah, proceeding on now, this is the furthest we've got through Sens Fortress in the 10 minutes this video's been going on. So, Man Serpent Sword, B in strength, 24 strength requirement, so it means that you can wield it if you've got 16 strength. Yeah, if you get 16 strength, you can two-hand it. Its single and its two-handed moveset are both good, so it doesn't matter whether you one or two-hand it. Tell. So yeah, use it whatever way you want really, because it's a good weapon either way. 16 strength would be the minimum strength requirement for it.
Oh, I remember we do die actually.
Yeah, this guy here,
No, it's not this guy here.
I make him break the wall. No, I'm just a heavy good guy and I figured out this wee trick where you just keep blocking and you put your back to the wall so that as he hits you, he might hit the wall as well and he'll break the wall for you, so you don't need to get the boulder to roll down, and then you can get to Big Hat and to the soul pack that's around there as well. Hurry up and break the wall, jackass.
I think he needs to do the headbutt attack for him to do it.
Probably.
I don't think he's doing it.
No, he does do it. There it is. So he breaks the wall for you. And then you just need to clean him up, which isn't that difficult because you can just backstab him really fucking easily. But there's a Soul of a Hero in here, I think it is.
Yeah.
And there's Big Hat Logan, the master sorcery vendor.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want sorceries, you want to talk to him. Once you open this, you'll go back to Firelink Shrine.
Yep.
When you go back there. So.
He'll sell you his first supply of sorceries, and then when you get him later on in game, he will sell you the crystal sorceries, which are the strongest ones.
Which will obviously show you how to get.
Yep.
So, this is just his dialogue.
Yeah. And down at the end there, you can see where that archway is. On the left, it's just been covered by the claymore. There would be there's a soul packet right there. You got the master key, you can get into Big Hat Logan's cage. If you don't, then you have to wait till we're pretty much finished Sens Fortress before you can free Logan. But you'll want to free him before you kill the boss. You want to make sure that you're still in the same area anyway, so that you can free him. Because I think if you move to Anor Londo without rescuing him, his storyline just stops.
Yeah, I think so. Also, the Soul of a Hero gives you a nice juicy 10,000 souls, so it's definitely worth picking up.
Yeah, there's only a few of them in the game.
Souls in packet form are a lot more reliable than...
Yeah. Just means if you die, you've always got a bit of a reserve.
Yeah, exactly. So, moving swiftly on, we just continue straight forward.
So we've already got 3 large Titanite shards, so we've already gained 2 upon entering Sens Fortress alone. And there's more to come. This guy gets leathered. I love this. Come on, Rock. Yeah. So this guy's stupidly easy to kill.
Just need to watch out for these
these boulders. Don't actually stand at the edge of the doorway, make sure you stand slightly in it because they can still hit you. They've got like this little barrier thing around them where it smashes you if you stand too close to them.
So you can just stay in there and wait for the next one and then carry on and then just kill this guy. It's easy enough. Watch out for those guys' attacks though, because if you have low bleed resistance they will bleed you the fuck out and you will die so fast. Yeah,
they've got the quickest bleed build up of any enemy in the game other than Priscilla when she combos you.
So that was the Ring of Steel protection. It's below average for rings really. It only gives you plus 50 defense.
It's good in the sense that if you're going up against the Iron Golem, because all of his damage is physical, and if you want a bit more armour, If you were on a heavy set and you want a bit more, then yeah.
So here's Seigmyers. I think this is technically the first part of his quest.
Yeah.
You need to talk to him here, and then that's what all you need to do is talk to him. If you talk to him here,
If you don't talk to him here, he's not available for the rest of the game. You don't have to talk to him before you ring the bell. That is an optional one, but this one you have to do. Nothing else in Seigmyers quest is optional.
yeah. So once you talk to him here, he will. I think you actually need to spin the thing in the middle, but you have to do that anyway. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but just spin it just in case. But
You're going to have to spin it anyway so that you can get down to the Covet's ring anyway.
Yeah. So once you've done that and talked to him, he will show up in Anor Londo later on as well.
Oh, I remember how I die. I think I die jumping off the boulder ramp. I try to do the plunge attack on the serpent and miss.
Yeah.
That's how I die.
Such
Yeah,
a pain in the
I
arse.
missed a plunging attack and then of course died. So yeah, so just back up this boulder ramp and we just basically go through that fog gate that you've seen previously before we attack the serpent up the top of the
Oh
ramps.
yeah, when we drop down there, we got the shuttle. So if keeping Shiva at least alive, the only reason you want him alive was to get the shuttle, you can get it there and just kill him.
Also, the shuttle's a good way. Yeah, that trap there in the hallway comes out of that gun that's behind you, so you want to sort of roll through it. Hope for the best. Sometimes he gets hit by it, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, it depends if you lure him in or not.
Yeah.
But there is enough to backstab, as you can see.
So yeah, the shuttle, Dex weapon's pretty unique weapon in that it's heavy attack, ignores shields. It actually hits around the shield, as its description states, and yeah, it's pretty good for stun builds. So like if you're running Tranquil Walk of Peace and you're running something like Dark Moonblade where you're doing tons of damage, it's good for that kind of build because then you can just blatantly ignore their shield, hit them with all your damage.
So here's where you die.
Yeah, because I missed that plunging attack and boom boom.
Blood loss, done.
Yeah, see how instant that blood loss was.
So you really need to watch out for that. Thought we could plunge and attack him, but clearly not. And
Nah,
not
no
only
chance.
that area that we were going to leads to some secret items. So
Yeah, at least to some more items, which is it's a good place to be. So yeah, we just fast forward this because we.
showed you how to do it. So
Yeah.
just gonna.
I don't think the trap for the dart gun wasn't set either again, I think. At least if it was, I didn't see it because the video's sped up, so it's kind of buggy. It's dead framey on our side.
Yeah.
So yeah, just moving through Sens Fortress, quick as can be, because I just can't be bothered waiting anymore. So that doorway is now closed, but that doesn't matter, because I've already spoke to Logan and grabbed the soul packet that's there anyway.
Okay, so we got our souls and wait for the boulder to come down, and then we want to be careful when we're running up here.
Yeah, you don't want to run straight up to the top, you just want to about here, and then you can drop off with the plunging attack and absolutely leather this cunt.
Yeah, that's him done.
That's Sword of the Proud Knight. So
Next we want to go down
come
here.
this way first, yeah, because you want to pick up this set here, because the other way you can't get back up.
Yeah.
So this is where Griggs ends up, oddly enough.
Yeah, we'll show you his quest line later on. Griggs sadly goes hollow. Nice guy. He comes here looking for Logan. And
Yeah, because Logan ends up fucking off to Anor Londo. So
this door leads up to where you can go to the
boulder room,
yeah.
where you can turn the direction of the boulders.
But you can just run up anyway. It's really
Yeah.
it's really no big deal.
If you're in the 25%, you can sprint up and just have your shield up, so if a rock does hit you, you're not going to take the full force of it. So now we're going to go through this little prison room here and drop down. There are serpents down below, but this leads us to one of three possible slumbering dragon crest rings in the game.
You can get 3.
Yeah, you can get 3. You can get one off of the crow.
Oh,
You can get one off Snuggly, yeah.
fuck's
So
sake.
you get one in here, you get one from Griggs after you kill him, and you can trade for one, which is mental.
Because it's not even that good. Wait, is
It is good.
Is that the one that hides your footsteps?
Yeah, it's the one that silences all of your movements.
Yes, not really that good.
No,
It's not good enough to warrant 3 in the game.
Well, you combine that with Ring of Fog, and then nothing will ever aggro.
But I guess.
There you go.
So yeah, we got that item, got Griggs' stuff. So now we can continue on with Sens Fortress.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty straightforward from here on in.
Ish.
Well, I'm not going to fuck anything up from now. I know that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean we don't die So
No, nothing's alive to kill us because...
killed
Wait,
it.
that serpent's alive?
Yes, because we died.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
Silly.
I mean...
So, oh no, it's next we want to go down here. Not
grab
up
the covetous ring.
Yeah, there's some more items to get.
Covetous ring and the lightning spear.
Yep.
Lightning spear really helps in here quite a
Oh,
bit.
definitely. The lightning spear is the weapon that you will now be using until Anor Londo.
Well, you'll be using it to kill the Iron Golem and probably a couple of guys in Anor Londo. Oh yeah, you want to put Lloyd's talismans on here because this is the first chest mimic in the game.
Yeah.
They are enemies. You can tell the difference if you look at the chain. It's different from any regular chest. So what you want to do is you want to do as much damage as you can, and then for whatever reason, if you hit the chest with a Lloyd's talisman, it goes back to sleep. Look at this shit. And then you just hit it again.
Now, you want to be careful with these things. Using the Lloyd's talisman is just a little trick, but they can do a fuck ton of damage, and if you open it without...
If you open it thinking it's an actual chest, you got to open it the way you would open a normal chest, it instant kills you.
Yeah,
the chest swallows you whole.
Apparently, if you
have
enough health and you just rapidly smash buttons,
not for that one, it's for the grapple you can do. It's not for the chest open. When you open the chest, it is an instant kill. That is why they're so fucking dangerous.
Bullshit. So the lightning spear is a little bit heavier than our normal stuff, so we equipped some different stuff. Oh no, maybe lighter, so we can put on slightly better armour. That was it.
So we're going to go grab the covetous gold scepter ring. We found out this little corner right here is actually a safe zone. You can't be hit by any boulders if you're standing here. It's pretty good. So the covetous gold scepter ring, it's a ring that boosts your item discovery by 200, so I'll push you up to 300, and if you've got 10 humanity in the chamber you go up to 410, which is the maximum, and you will be getting drops.
Rapid
you won't be getting drops rapid, you'll be getting drops often. So, occasionally.
More than usual.
Rarely. So it's just less rare than they already are, and not even by much.
So make sure you get off here, because if you ride this thing up the way, it goes into like a spiked ceiling and kills you. So
yeah, it's another one of Dark Souls. Is we got you kind of.
Yeah. Apparently the tell is the fact that it's covered in blood.
Yeah.
But if it was covered in holes, maybe. But
so we just want to move this away because we want to let Onion Bro come through. We're not 100% sure if this helps or not, but we're just going to do it anyway because it's convenient.
You can also angle it so it goes down the route with where the wall to be smashed is. So that's how you normally open up the wall.
Yeah.
So
you need to sprint right across that because there's no gap for you to stand in, and this guy here, you just want to beat the shit out of him with your spear. Good thing about spears is you can attack while blocking. It does take up a lot more stamina though, but you can do it. And the lightning spear does a lot more damage than the claim at this point, so we can actually go toe to toe without getting backstabs against this guy. Take a couple of hits here, but it's fine because we can attack while he's attacking. We can do some poke damage while they're open for an attack, and we've got our heal miracles anyway, so
exactly.
we're more than safe. Heal miracles and 10 plus 3 Estus flasks. In this gap here, I always love charging him because he always does this. Oh, he didn't do the thing where he's like, he does the mad wee scream thing that he does, and I just run up and smash him in the face with the spear. That's unfortunate.
So there's another item down here. I think it might be large titanite.
Yep, it's more large titanite.
Yeah, so just because we could be asked to just use our pyromancy for killing this guy. I think we're almost
two great combos and it's game over.
I think we were too conservative with our pyromancy almost. Like we never used it enough.
I forgot all about it, if you want all honesty, because I was too busy just going for the backstabs. It was much simpler.
So because we don't have an excessive amount of range and we ran out of great fireball, there's a guy that we need to take care of, and we can only take care of him by range easily, otherwise he's just got to be a pain in the arse. So
yeah, he's got this little sniper perch where he's peppered you with lightning on the thinnest platform in like the entirety of Sens.
Yeah, so just shoot him until he's dead, and he's going to shoot you with lightning bolts, but any sort of ranged move you should be able to hit him. But
it's more the point that you don't want to kill him with the crossbow bolts, you just want to keep hitting him because they keep sliding him back. And the heavy crossbow does that a little bit better as well. So you just want to hit him until he falls off that platform that he's standing on. So we should peek out in a second and just pop. And that's him gone. That's all you want to do with it. And then go back to your weapon of choice. Probably going to be the lightning spear because it's the most damage you have.
So with this, these pendulums here, you can actually stand in the middle. It's really hard to do it in one run. You can do it, but
Yeah, I've done it.
Just stand in the middle, because I remember doing this one time, and the first time I ever done Sens Fortress, I'd done it in one run, and I thought you could always do it in one run easily, but then when I tried to do it, I just kept getting knocked off. So just stay in the middle. It's
and
much
this
easier.
is just to show you there's nothing in this room where the serpent was standing, nothing in the vases or anything like that. There is a drop there which is lethal, do not do it.
Yeah.
That's just another developer tool where they're just like, well, we gave them one in the depths and they ended up in a room where they got the spider shield and fighting a giant rat. That was interesting, maybe they'll do it again. That's what that was.
So the first thing we want to do is we'll just run up here as soon as possibly we can, and then just jump
Get
down
to the
here
bonfire.
to get to the bonfire.
Get you the bonfire. So this is the only bonfire in Sens Fortress. The good news is though, you're past the difficult part. Now the only part you really got to go is take out the card and take out the boss.
Yep, basically.
And get the key for the shortcut, and that's it.
And the shield.
Oh yeah, your boulder shield. You're going to want to get one of them soon.
It's true. Anyway,
It carries us through the game. The full game.
yeah, the boulder shield is the best shield in the
Yeah.
game. Simple as that. Maybe not for magic. So the boulder crest shield combo is the best in the game.
Yeah.
And everything else can just go fuck itself because it's nowhere near as effective. The boulder shield has so much stability, you can tank pretty much any hit
So right
from
about
anything
now,
in the game.
we're popping our soul packets and it's just building up. We're at 26,000 souls right there. We just gave ourselves, and I was really considering popping the boss souls, but we decided to keep them to the end. If you don't want to make in the boss weapons, then you can pop the boss souls and level up a little bit more.
So that's us conveniently on 26 endurance. This now means that we can carry the boulder shield, the claymore, and the full set of crimson armour, and still get a 25% roll.
Yeah, while wearing the ring of favour and protection.
Yeah,
And you can the halberd as well, because the halberd and claymore weigh the same.
exactly.
Which is
so
brilliant.
convenient.
Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, we pretty much kicked the shit out of these guys. These guys get the chance. These are another two knights down here who've got the chance to drop the Balder Side Sword if you haven't got it already. Now that you've got the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, you have a much higher item discovery than what you had earlier on in the game. You would only have had access to 210, but now you've got the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, you can go all the way up to 410, and you get the sword pretty quickly because these guys are near the bonfire as well. They are significantly tougher than the Balder Knights of the Parish. They've got a lot more health, they hit a lot harder as well, and they're guarding these the fire stone plate ring, flame stone plate ring.
The flame stone plate ring is
50 fire defense. That's it.
Who gives a fuck?
Increase your fire defense by 50. It's handy if you're going up against bosses like Ceaseless, but you've already killed him. You've already killed Quailag.
So there's really nothing else that it's useful against.
Mate, Centipede Demon.
I guess. No, even because it just hits you.
It does lob fireballs at you.
Don't think it does.
Bed of Chaos if you get hit with Firestorm.
You need to be careful here because the giant up at the top here will lob.
Yeah, he's
fireballs
dropping
at you.
cannonballs, yeah.
Something that I've recently discovered is if you have the Force Miracle or any variant of them, he will launch up one of the bombs at you, and you can force the bomb, and it will just launch just miles away.
Yep. I like to try and get it to go back at him. I've not discovered the spot I need to take to do that yet though. So just another Balder Knight, just going to basically run right through him with a spear, because
The first thing we want to do is actually just kill the giant before we get other items.
yeah, because the giant's going to be the biggest issue, because he's closing off that entire courtyard area down below.
Yeah.
And we're going to need to use that, so we're going to jump in here and we're going to set this guy on fire. So he's got a lot of health, and because you're in such an enclosed space, it's difficult to avoid him, but managed to do it successfully here. We're just going to burn him down because we can go back to the bonfire. We're not really going to lose anything because it's like 2 seconds away from here.
Of all the enemies in the game, the enemy that does the most damage is actually a giant, which is Hawkeye Go.
Yeah, he's actually a blacksmith.
Yeah, he is.
He's not even a blacksmith,
No,
he's a vendor.
Yeah, he's an NPC essentially, but if you aggro him, he does a colossal amount of damage.
Yeah, he does more damage than
hilariously
Calamity.
large amount.
Yeah, he does more damage.
Yeah.
Like the hardest hitting boss in the DLC would have been Calamite the Dragon, because he does loads of damage. Possibly Manus, because of his combos, if you get trapped in them, do a fuck ton of damage. But Calamite is he's the more consistent heavy hitter. But this blacksmith fucking wrecked us.
Yeah, it's
like Calamite, we took the full brunt of Calamite's fucking AoE, and we lost about maybe a quarter of our health. We took one body slam from this blacksmith and had to run away.
Yeah.
We were down to about maybe a third of our health, maybe even a quarter of our health. Had to back off and Estus. The only thing that helped is that I remembered that he's blind, so we just made no sound at all and he couldn't find us.
And just ran away. So, anyway,
and then fucked him with pyromancy.
Here's Ricard or Richard or whatever.
Yeah,
and,
just be careful, because
he can combo you quite well. But he's easy enough, and you get a relatively decent weapon.
Also, if you keep him, if you fight him on the stairs, get him on the stairs as well. All his attacks sail over your head, so he's even easier to fight.
So you get Ricard's Rapier. It's an interesting weapon if you can buff it anyway.
And up here is a Divine Blessing and a rare Ring of Sacrifice. So this is the only Ring of Sacrifice that will be of any use to you in the game ever, and you don't even need it yet. Like, it's not going to be useful until near enough the end of the game.
And at least when you're in the last quarter or so anyway.
Yeah. So I think the next thing we need to do now is go to the bonfire and absorb some humanities.
I think we
and get Tarkus on the field.
I think we get the rest of the items, then go to the bonfire, and then that's us. So I think now we need to buy our shield. Not sure what we do currently. So we want to quickly get this item, which we can now do with, no problem.
Yeah. Now that the firebomb throw is gone anyway. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump along and take a look at the vendor. If you want, you need to jump that gap to get to him. So as a pain in the ass jump, but if you pull it off right, then there you go. So he is the Crestfallen Merchant. He sells all the Balder armor. He sells the steel set, which he's wearing right now. Sells tower shields. He sells the Balder shield. I believe he sells Katarina armor at one point, does he not?
I think it does sell the Katarina armor, which is the onion armor.
Yeah. Seigmyers armor. So he's someone who has attacked Sens Fortress, probably under the lead of Tarkus, considering the armors are kind of similar. And that he didn't make it to the end and decided to just stay in this tower and somehow sustain himself.
Just a bit of a pussy, really.
Yeah, I mean, with how convoluted time is in Dark Souls, I mean, the invasion could have happened 5 seconds ago.
This is all the stuff that he sells.
Balder shield is what you want to pick up right there.
And he sells the Balder armor, steel armor, and the Katarina armor.
Yeah.
He also sells the magic and thunder stoneplate ring.
Useless rings. The magic, the thunder, and the flame stoneplate rings aren't worth it. And there's a combination of them as well that Seigmyers can give you if you fail his questline. Yeah, the speckled stoneplate ring, which is a buff to all 3 of them. But they aren't worth it. You may as well just change your gauntlets or something.
So there we go, we now have the Balder shield and we are balling.
Yeah, now it's time for us to go downstairs and get the cage key. Yeah,
which allows us to use the shortcut in this area.
Yeah, so if you didn't take the master key, then this is where you need to go to free Big Hat Logan from his cell. You get the key from here, and there's a shortcut from further up Sens Fortress that takes you all the way down to the first pendulum bridge as well. So yeah, I'm not taking any of this guy's shit. I'm just gonna kill him because they're really, really squidgy, these guys, once you get the spear.
Yeah.
So there's our cage key. And now we have to ascend the tower again. You know what I mean? They could have just put in a couple of flights of stairs as opposed to...
I know. No need for this.
I mean, I'm sure no one has ever fallen off and died there.
I'm sure someone has.
I'm sure someone in this room has.
Sam, have you?
Yes.
Oh, god damn it.
So there's an item down there.
It's the sniper crossbow.
So instead of just jumping across, just... I mean, make sure you have
enough health, yeah. It's percentage based, so you're fine. But yeah, it's supposed to be... It's the sniper crossbow. Don't think... It's not actually a sniper in the term that you can aim it. It's sniper in the term that it has the longest range of any crossbow. you still can't free aim it like I really wish you could.
And still, regardless of all that, the crossbows just aren't worth it. Like we said, we tried to do
Avalan's worth it. Avalan's worth it,
Yeah.
but that's a pain in the arse to get.
Oh god.
I managed to get it first time though.
Second time.
No, it was second time on the test. It was first time on the guide.
Really? Well, I guess we'll find out later. So, next of all, I think so you can jump across here and actually fight this guy. We've thought that he might give you a Titanite chunk. He still might. He might just have a percentage drop chance. We don't know. The point is, you can still kill him for his souls, and you can just actually still kill him.
Yeah, it's rather difficult to hit with the spear if you lock on, so you probably want to break lock and try and... you want to have lock on for when you're on the defensive and blocking them, but you want to have lock off for when you're attacking, so you can actually hit them. So that's what's just the last of the pyromancy. 2-hand on a spear, because for whatever reason you're supposed to get extra damage, and just pound it into him as much as we can, really.
So he's quite a lot of health.
Not even he's got a lot of health, it's just that we don't have a lot of pyromancy.
And the lightning spear isn't really, I mean, it's so unbelievably outclassed by the lightning halberd. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the lightning halberd does like double damage, like just comparing both base weapons.
So now what we're going to do is Homeward Bone, because it's time to take on the boss.
It's true, and the boss is ridiculously easy.
Yeah, the game really over-equips you in the sense that they give you the key to killing the boss, and a summon. The NPC is... The NPC should be the boss, and the boss should be the summon. Is essentially what should be going on here. Because I've never seen Tarkus get killed by the golem whenever I've summoned him.
Well, we're about to show you just what Tarkus can do. There's plenty of other guides on YouTube, but
I've heard of the odd occasion where the Iron Golem might have thrown him off the tower,
yeah,
but I've never seen it.
yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe that's just a myth that people who don't believe in Tarkus created to try and bring him down a peg or something.
Probably it's just
Iron Golem fanboys, you know what they're like.
No, I don't.
So yeah, nothing else really going on. It's time to go take on the boss. That Baronique does respawn, so there's a good chance he'll drop large titanite for you, or if you want his weapon or the great sword.
If you need any.
Not his weapon, sorry, his shield of the great sword, because you can't get a great mace. Which
What is the shield that he gives?
it's tower shield.
Do you not get that?
You can buy it off of the Crestfall Merchant, yeah.
Yeah. So also, this is something that clearly looks like it was unfinished. It looks like there was meant to be something down here, definitely, but it's been taken out of the game. Because this guy's just there at the end of this corridor, it just leads to nothing. Maybe
he got lost.
Who knows?
So yeah, just poke away at his health. Get Balder Helmet, which is crap, and a large Titanite Shard, which is good.
So, nothing here.
Nothing at all. Not even an invisible wall. Nothing.
Oh, didn't know that guy actually respawns.
The one who feeds the boulder machine, yeah, he respawns. I think this has never dropped since, so that's the shortcut left here. I'm going to take it down and show you, obviously. And we need to take it down to activate the shortcut anyway. So, sometimes the serpent that's on this bridge doesn't respawn.
Really?
I don't know what it is, yeah, sometimes he's just not here.
Maybe it's because that you've done it in like one life and then...
No, because it's I've walked here before and he's not been here when I've came into the fortress either. Don't know what it is, it's weird. So we burn him down and then jump back in the lift. I hate getting in that lift because there's the small gap. I know there's a platform there, I know they made a platform for it, but I just still hate it. And then the other one goes down the bottom so that you can get back up if you need to and such.
And then that's blah blah blah, everything else. So on we go.
On to summon Tarkus and the boss. The Iron Golem is like insanely easy. I suppose the only way you could make him a formidable enemy would be to summon two people and have them not enter the boss fog.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of that would make him remotely easy.
No, remotely what?
Difficult.
Yeah. So
No, as in he's very easy. It's the only thing I think of that would bring him up to easy. This guy right here just fucking kills him all the time. Oh yeah, you can take the Ring of Fog off for boss fights, by the way, because it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Just in case you didn't know. I mean, bosses keep aggro, just in case you... Yeah. Really? Your phone? What? Really? Tony's doing that thing where he's being completely ignorant again. Alright, so we're just going to summon Tarkus, and as soon as he appears... There he is. Alright, let's go take on the Iron Golem. So yeah, Iron Tarkus is wearing his own customised version of the steel armour. It's black iron, one of the heaviest metals that his armour can be made from. It's got amazing flame resistance, it's got good poise. He's using the black iron shield, which has also got very good fire resistance. It has amazing poise, it's also very heavy. And he's using the great sword, which is, to be quite honest, just an unnecessary weapon, because it's the exact same as this Y-hander, except it has higher requirements for whatever reason. Because they do the same damage, by the way. Like, they both scale the same as well, so there's no reason to have the great sword over this Y-hander, other than the look of it, I suppose, but... yeah. So we're just sitting here watching because Tarkus is kicking the shit out of it. Well, except from there. Tarkus does this thing where he gets to half health and then he sort of hits berserker mode, and then the giant gets the shit kicked out of it for ages.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't even need to do anything really.
No, you don't have to do anything at all. Unless the giant does that and Tarkus falls off the cliff, then there's really no challenge in this boss fight at all. Look, the golem can't even hit him. So at this point we do rush in because we want to bring the boss down on his back so we can do tons of damage to him. So we're hitting him for 266, Tarkus is hitting them for...
a lot more than that.
yeah, a lot more than that. So yeah, it's the golem fight.
So the Iron Golem, his soul can be made into the Golem Axe, which has a cool swooshy move, which
Yeah,
fires
the
out
one-handed heavy is that attack that he does when you enter, where he fires the wave of air at you.
and then his soul can also be made into the Dragon Bone Fist as well.
Yeah, which is for if you're playing through this game punching people with Cestus and such, the Dragon Bone Fist is a direct upgrade from it. It does a lot more damage than the Cestus anyway.
Personally, we wouldn't recommend going like a sort of punchy character. I think they're pretty crap in my opinion.
They probably bring an element of difficulty to the game, but they wouldn't be efficient in terms of, well, output, I suppose.
Yeah. So here we are at Anor fucking Londo,
City of the Gods.
So at this point we have just entered the
the halfway point of the game.
No, not even. This is about, we have entered the beginning of the second third.
Yeah, I suppose actually.
Or the beginning of the second quarter, and when we've done Anor Londo, that's us got the next half.
Yeah, this is what we can safely assume is the closest checkpoint to halfway through the game. So
Yeah.
if you've made it here, then
Well
this
done.
is the only other difficulty threshold that you might have trouble with.
Yeah.
Other than that, the game's simple.
Ornstein and Samoa is like the next hardest part.
No, I
and
was
then-
talking about the fucking archer. Yeah.
No, we've made the Archer so much easier.
Yeah, Ornstein is most difficult because it's a 2v1 fight, but if you can handle that, then you can take on pretty much anything. So
Anyway,
yeah,
So
hope
this
you
is
enjoyed the video.
that's Sens Fortress in a nutshell.
The next part will be Anor Londo in a nutshell, where we absolutely train wreck it.
Yeah, we get fucking everything.
Yeah, we
get
smack that bitch apart, man.
Anyway, hope
Let's
you enjoyed it, and until next time.